Please stand by for further details. We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading, in particular, mystery reading number 834. My name is Elizabeth. Before getting into this reading, chances are that most of the people watching this video are not subscribed, so if you are a reoccurring viewer, you enjoy my work and would like to help support the growth of my channel, feel free to do so by sticking around and hitting that subscribe button down below and ringing the notification bell next to it if you feel called to. If you do decide to stick around and support me, welcome and thank you very much. So, starting with interpreting the number 834, the number 8 is about letting go, walking away. This is I accidentally said letting go, which reminds me of a reading that I recorded kind of recently, where I kept trying to say it like that by accident, and it feels like it was in reference to something that happened in the past or some time ago. So this could be another reading for the same person or people where you walked away from something, especially emotionally, some time ago. And maybe it could be hard to tell what that is if you've walked away from many things some time ago. Maybe it could apply to everything you've walked away from, or one thing in particular. It really just depends on who's watching this and what this reading means for you, if it means anything at all. The number 3 is about healing. That was the first one that I wanted to say. Expressing yourself, growing, expanding. The 3 of Swords might be significant for someone. Whatever you walked away from in the past, it was painful and it was challenging, but it helped you heal in certain ways that you needed. Maybe in certain ways that you didn't even anticipate. If you still need to, make sure you are expressing yourself and finding that outlet that you need to heal. Find a way to express yourself, to express the pain and the grief and the darkness, so it can be transmuted into light and strength. Vulnerability is not a weakness. Actually, for me personally, people tend to underestimate me a lot because I express myself honestly and authentically, and I don't know what it is that makes people doubt me and underestimate me, but maybe this is a sign for you to let you know that you are not alone, and you can actually use being underestimated to your advantage. You can weaponize the false perception that people have of you. It could help you be a step or two ahead, being underestimated, because while they think that you aren't being strategic, it's definitely the opposite. So let them underestimate you, whoever them is, because I feel like it is protecting you. One way or another, many ways, just one. Depends on who's watching this. But the number 4, that is about stability. It can be about balance too. This could be on an emotional level or a material, physical level. It definitely feels more focused, like emotionally, mentally, maybe even spiritually, but it can definitely be tied to something physical as well. This could be confirmation to focus on emotional stability, allowing yourself to walk away to find closure, or it's just a sign to do exactly that. Guidance for you, kind of like what the other numbers were saying, to let yourself express yourself and heal and keep moving forward, trusting yourself, believing in yourself, protecting yourself. If there's any doubts about the decision that you made to walk away, to let go, take a deeper look at that and find out what it means. Because it could mean that you are the one underestimating yourself. Or it could mean something else. It's just important that you look at that and understand it, so you can understand how to move forward with it in a way that works for you rather than against you. I feel like you are stronger and wiser than you let yourself see or embrace. And that this reading could be confirmation for that, to help you see yourself more in the way that you deserve. Adding up these numbers, 8 plus 3 is 11, plus 4 is 15. There's 2 messages here. Number 15 is the devil. This could be a specific sign for someone. The devil is symbolic of a mental prison, making choices that don't reflect your worth, your value, and what you deserve. It's more of a mentality, but it can manifest as a reality. A mental prison creating a physical prison, whether that's literal or just a situation that you feel stuck in. Someone here might need to be a little more open-minded about what it means to find a way out of a situation. You might have to go outside of your comfort zone, believe in yourself, and trust yourself a little more than usual. And this reading could be here to help you embrace that courage that you need to break out of some sort of restricted way of thinking, feeling, believing, or being. The other message, 1 plus 5 is 6, and 6 is unconditional love, primarily for yourself, but it ultimately flows as real, true, unconditional love for others and for the universe, your environment. Being reminded of that phrase, unconditional acceptance. I feel like unconditional acceptance, it applies to the universe, not people. I mean, you can set boundaries with the universe, but demand truth and clarity and understanding, not material possessions or things being a certain way that you want them to be. If you want truth, ask and you shall receive, and pay attention, of course. I do think that it is going to take self-love to break out of a situation or a way of thinking, because it's going to take self-love to get rid of self-doubt. Don't be overly critical of yourself, especially if things are already challenging. Don't be your own worst enemy when you don't. Well, I want to say when you don't need to be, but don't ever be your own worst enemy, because you don't deserve that. But I'm going to start wrapping up this reading by drawing out an index card from these index cards here to see what comes through and how it relates to the number 834 for you. The number 894 might be significant. So, wow, we have learn to listen to and trust yourself more. When you need an answer that feels beyond yourself, remember that it's not as far from yourself as it seems. This is a card encouraging you to trust what you already know and what you already feel and what you already believe. Trust the path that you are on. Trust the decisions that you have made. This just feels like further encouragement that if you still feel doubt, look into that and understand what it means, truly.